Hello, sir. Hey, it's
Hear
an
me?
honor, man. I can hear you.
Nice, nice.
Thank you
How's
for
it going?
oh, good, good. I feel like I'm improving really fast. I feel like I'm playing a completely different game to what I played like a week ago. I feel
What did you change?
I think it's basically like I had two big coaching sessions with Hailua, and then I had two ones with Grubby too, and I'm realizing like the details. Like in the beginning, I never like pushed it aggressively. I was always afraid when I was weak, rather than looking to trade and harass in moments when I'm weak. And
Yeah,
I was really bad with my macro. Like my macro is decent, but the moment I have to macro, like my whole army dies. But I fixed this slowly too, and then just general understanding of like the matchups because I was watching like the pro games, and it was hard to replicate because I never ran into like the same thing. But I feel like as I climb, I'm running into like the Crypt Lord Tech Fast Expo and playing into the more meta styles, I guess.
yeah. Usually the pros they use the best thing. So if you use the best human strategy and somebody does something non-standard, you're gonna have an easier time against it because it shouldn't be as powerful.
Makes
So
sense.
that's
Yeah,
another
makes
way to
sense.
think about it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
So
like
you have a good idea what to do in every matchup now? Or?
I think the Night Elf one is like I just have to I'm inconsistent with my expansions. Like, because there's so many variants of like I'm getting harassed, I'm not getting harassed, the timing of harass. It could be like a level 2, level 1, or with archers, without archers, could be warden, could be demon hunter. And the way I place my buildings is inconsistent because the map changes as well. So this is what I'm fucking up. But I think volume is what's gonna help me there the most.
Okay. And Hailua says you've been doing tier 3 air against Night Elf?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you should avoid that. I think the best is like to figure out the right meta. I think in Warcraft 3, there's many things, there's many misconceptions. People kind of overvalue micro,
mhm.
overdoing the right strategy. Like I play a lot
Okay.
of 4v4 nowadays, and there's so many players they are doing the wrong strats. And then if you tell them, they'll just like find excuses and say, like, oh, this other guy played wrong. They don't understand that a not so experienced or not very good player playing the right strats will always be much better than a good player doing something wrong. So the
Okay.
strategy should be like the number one thing you should focus on. And when I say strategy, I mean like your basic starting creep route plus what heroes and units to make, like your the exact composition.
Okay.
If you figure that out, you're already halfway there.
Okay. What do you recommend versus Night Elf?
Versus Night Elf, I like Fast Expo, and then you want to amass basically a tier 2 army.
Okay.
And the dynamic of the matchup is that you can Fast Expo very easily, whereas Night Elf can't really as much. Like they could
Hmm.
also technically Fast Expo, but then they're going to be on the back foot. Like yours is going to be quicker because you force your Expo with 5 walkers.
Yeah.
So then you're kind of in a dynamic where you can pressure them and slow them down or do damage, sometimes even cancel Expo while you have your own Expo. So then the key point of the matchup is you want to build up your supply to 80. So
Hmm.
first you go to 50, you save a little bit with upkeep, then you go to 80. And when you have 80, usually it's almost impossible for Night Elf to have more than like 60, 70. And then because of this big supply advantage, you attack with scrolls. And then the game usually, you either get really far ahead or the game ends there.
What is
So
the army mix? Is it just breakers, sorcerers, rifles, priests?
exactly, but you need the right amounts of each. So like let's say
Okay.
you're playing a keeper, you're gonna want like 3 priest and dispel. But then if you play against a demon hunter, then you don't need that because you don't care about dispel. So you can just stop at 2 priests, instead get more sorceresses, and then go into breakers. But you also
Okay.
don't want to overproduce sorceresses. Taking like 5 would be way too much. 2
Okay.
or 3 is enough to slow the whole army, especially because you turn off autocast when you're creeping. So all of these details, they will kind of add up. And the best way to do it, usually when I coach, I just make like a Google Drive file, and then I take like infinite notes of like infinite sounds like too much, but yeah, I take a lot of notes of like the build order and then the exact composition, like what your 80 supply exactly should have.
Okay.
And then you just try and apply that as well as possible. And that's kind of like what it comes down to. And then if your execution is good enough, you could beat a much better player just because you did the right strategy with good enough execution.
Okay. I like that a lot. Yeah. Like I've. It's like usually what happens is it's like I learned how to play against orc first. So I just did the anti-orc strat versus everything, and now I learned the anti-undead strat, and I end up doing the anti-undead strat versus Night Elf, and I just need the Night Elf strat. That's what I'm missing.
Well, when you play against Night Elf, what did they use? Which hero specifically?
I run into Warden and Demon Hunter the most.
I'm trying to find some replays, but it's not that easy because they used to post every replay from matches, but now they only post like half.
Okay.
But give me a minute. I'm trying to find something. There's like a lot of Demon Hunter being used, I see. And then what's the map pools for the tournament?
The map pool is Tidehunters, Northern Isles, Last Refuge, Hammerfall, Autumn Leaves, Springtime, and Echo Isles.
Is Twisted Meadows one of the maps?
No Twisted Meadows.
And you want to study mostly Expo against Night Elf, right? Not one base.
If you tell me it's the best strat, I will do that strat.
Yeah, it depends. I see like you're practicing a lot, so you technically, I think, and also from what I saw, like the replay you're watching, it seems like you probably could pull off more than one strat per matchup. If you had like no time, you had like 2 days only to practice, then I would recommend only training one build.
Okay.
So either one base or either Expo, but at high level, the way it works is like the maps kind of dictate what happens.
Okay.
And then like the meta based on the map. So on some maps, you're gonna wanna favor a lot more playing one base as opposed to Expo, but probably expanding, I would say, is the better way to do it overall. Like the one thing to practice.
Okay.
Okay, I tried to find a replay. I just downloaded one, but I suspect it's one base, so I'm just gonna watch it quick, and then once I find an Expo game, we can watch it. Give me a second.
Okay.
And then when is it starting exactly?
First day is 15th of May, and it's gonna be 4v4 on the first day.
Okay.
And then 16th, 17th is when when it begins.
Okay, I found a replay.
Oh, nice.
I will send it. Conceal Hill. That map is in the pool, right?
I don't think so. Let me double check. No.
Oh shit! That's like the only game I found so far. We can still watch it. I think some of the ideas will apply anyway.
Like the one base strats, I know pretty well. I would say, like the 27 pop tech, 23 pop tech as well. I don't know any like rifleman bullshit or double racks. This I didn't learn.
Okay, so the first thing that happens in a game every time is that you make your altar, and then your altar should always be on the side where you're gonna creep.
Yeah.
So if you want a straight expo, then you would make altar here. If you want to creep this or this, then it will be there.
Yeah.
Kind of important. And then it's a bit more advanced, but if you feel comfortable enough walling off completely, it makes you safer against Demon Hunter entering your base and potentially burning all your stuff. But then you have to be careful with the rally points. There is a double rally point possible. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I learned that like 2 days ago that I can shift rally point.
Yeah. So it prevents basically having that issue. Oh, I couldn't slow down. Okay, so he gets harassed like pretty quickly, and then this is where like if you're not very experienced, it might seem like it's very hard to expo because there's a Demon Hunter here already on you. But if you look at it from the Night Elf's point of view, he has like 2 archers and 1 demon that's across the map. So yes, he has like he doesn't take that much damage, and he has a lot of health.
Yeah.
But you can kind of wear him down, and the way you're gonna like one of your most powerful things, like Human has the best creeping tool in the whole game. It's peasants with militia.
Okay.
So basically here he opens with this, then he will do this, and then he will go here. And this is one of the toughest expo to take out of any map.
Yeah.
Not with just the usual 5 peasants. You can bring a lot more to basically secure this. Even you could literally fight this plus the demon and be fine just by using enough militia.
Okay. So I can send in like 8. I just take all my lumber dudes.
Sometimes they do 10, like
okay.
You kind of like eyeball it and then see. Here is against simulation. Another important concept, I don't know if you know this yet, is like hit points retention on your hero. Whenever your hero is getting hit, he immediately starts running. It doesn't matter what's hitting him, but especially against the hero. So here, don't even wait until you're getting hit. Just start running immediately. It's pretty obvious he's gonna try to lower your hit points. So like then he can like heal and come back with boots and kill you. Tried for the surround, but it didn't work. At least he kind of weakened the demon. He sold his town portal. Crazy.
What the fuck?
I think he wanted to steal the circlet away.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So how many?
It's the whole family. So is it just depending on how much wood he has? Because he just doesn't care because he has enough because he's a 380.
Well, if you do level 2 into Expo, you always have a lot of wood. It comes down more to what are you facing and how hard is the Expo to take. So on Last Refuge, the map that you were watching a game on earlier is like much easier to Expo. But here, this is the hardest map to Expo. And you see this camp is like insane. These guys are poison. I don't know if you know this, but if you put the Water Elemental on move command on this guy, he's not going to attack. He's just going to be attached to it. And then they won't purge. So usually it's good to do this until this guy is dead, because then you never get the Water Elemental purged.
What the fuck? No, I didn't know that. So I just move command into the Warden.
Yeah, the Water Elemental, or you attach it to this guy.
Okay.
And your move command, I think, should be M if it's the default.
Yeah,
I have another hotkey. And so you do M just with the water, you attach it to this guy so that this guy will attack the water, so he will take the damage. And those guys, as long as you don't attack with it, they will never, this guy will not purge it. So it makes it easier to creep the camp.
And does the Warden hit the Elemental? Does it still taunt him?
Yeah, it does, but it has enough hit points to just like survive for a while anyway. And then once this guy is gone, then you can attack with the water as well.
Okay.
And then here is when I want to attack the smaller ones first because they die quicker.
Yeah, medium armor, yeah.
I don't know if you know this either, but like if you hover, like here we can see it because we're in the replay in this advanced observer mode, but when you hover over this clock here, you should see an in-game time.
Okay.
And this in-game time, we used to not have like this timer, so I'm used of using this. I don't really know the times here, but basically 18 o'clock, like a little bit into the game will be 18 o'clock is when the nightfall is.
Yeah.
On most maps, if you do level 2 into Expo, what you're going to want to do is creep this, then creep this, you're level 2. And then you hover over here, and 17:30 is when you're going to want to send the militia to the Expo, because then when you arrive here, you wait a little bit, then it's 18 o'clock, and because it's night, those guys are sleeping. So what does that mean? Instead of running in and then they start attacking you when you're here, because they have sight, now they're asleep. So you close the gap, you get right next to them, and then you will do maximum damage to them when they start hitting you. So that's basically you prevents a lot of the damage that they were going to do otherwise.
Makes sense, yeah, makes sense. Holy, okay.
Yeah, here usually you want to creep with this many, and then whichever ones are going to start to be injured, you're going to send back.
Okay.
The demon you cannot ignore as much as you can. And then you see he just had so many militia that he crept it in front of him. He has demon and 4 archer, and he still couldn't do anything about the
level
Expo.
3, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then because he was level 2 and now he crept the Expo, he's level 3. This is pretty important, and it applies in every matchup when you Expo. You always want to build a town hall next to closest to the trees on one side. So you could have also done it here, but then you see you would have less. And then you put the tower there so that you have little safe space here behind. It's like very hard for the opponent to get in and do damage early on. Because now he might just run home. Like a lot of elves, they would grab a staff, he would just run home, and then sometimes staff back on a wisp here and try to come back to kill your stuff.
Okay.
They always get boots once you have Expo. He's going to need to tech soon.
One random question. Sometimes, let's say here, I pull my militia, and let's say I manage it poorly, or and they they go out of their militia form. Should I fight with peasants if the fight is going on, or should I run them back?
No, send them back. As good as militia are, peasants are like the opposite. They're terrible. They have like no armor and they do no damage. Oh, that's a glitch, by the way. So yeah, always send back peasants. But the thing is, like here, everything was done very well, like at the execution. Like he sent militia, he didn't wait too long, and then he started the camp immediately. So if you do that, you're just gonna clear out this camp before they return to peasant mode, and then you're completely fine.
Okay.
And then here, usually this is the timing where like now you're really on the back foot because he has a Naga with Frozen Arrow.
Yeah.
But then if you think about the dynamic of the game, it's exactly what I was talking about, where he's one base, he has no Expo, no sight of an Expo at all, and you have Expo. So now your goal is really to make it to tier 2 and then get 50 supply and then 60, 70, and then like he just really cannot win. And then for him, if he plays one base, if he stays one base, it's essentially an all-in. He needs to break your Expo and kill everything there to have a chance.
Yeah.
if he wants to expo, then it becomes a macro game. But because his expo is so much later than yours, you're going to be able to get 70, 80 supply before you attack.
Yeah.
And that's how you plan on killing him. So the
Okay.
game plan are a little bit different, and the units that you pump are also very different because of that. Because like if he expo, he's going to need to creep here, then you kind of want to be there bothering him, but then you can get like maybe some priest early on, then some sorceress, and then some breakers. Whereas if he pumps bears on one base, the first units you want to get is always 2 sorceress when you're going to have double sanctum.
Okay.
Why? Because like Night Elf, they really struggle to deal with slow plus water elemental. Like he needs like to have many dryads, but he can't afford to make dryads plus bears. He has to choose one or the other.
Okay.
Not only gold wise, but also like in what he's producing, like what he has time to make. So it's kind of like how the synergy, like just the matchup works.
Okay.
And then here often it's common to build a wall. So you make like shop somewhere around there, and then you can get the blacksmith there so that he can't go in.
Yeah.
So the SimCity is very important around everything.
Yeah.
Shortly after you tech, you always get lumber mill. Then now it's like kind of the timing I guess the phase of the game I was talking about earlier, where now because he has expo, there's no point for him to go crit, right? So the only thing he needs to do is slow down the elf on the other side.
Okay. Here, his reaction to hit and harass. I would think it would be good to like find ways into his base and to harass some wisps.
I think like now he ran up. If he didn't see the elf here, he might have just gone into the main and tried to harass the wisp. I mean, the thing is like a good elf, he might not even have many wisps in his main. They might just be like spread out around the map, so you can't even find them. In which case, if you have to attack the buildings, it's like this army is terrible at killing buildings. So maybe actually like you come here, and then if he's not there, you assume he's expanding, and then because it's such a hard expo to creep, he would have like Ancient of War and 3 here. You try and bother him here.
Okay.
That's where many games are won, is like during this harass. Yeah, try to always save footies. Like with a scroll like this, you get insane value.
Like a second life.
And then against Demon Hunter first, once upon a time, like a long time ago, people only use Naga seconds. And I'm a big fan of that because I played like long time ago. But nowadays, people use a lot more Blood Mage. I would advise, like execution-wise, I think Naga is much easier to use. So I would probably advise going Naga.
Oh shit,
unless you're comfortable playing Blood Mage.
I've just been doing claps.
Mountain King as Demon is like a kind of like the opposite of what you want.
Makes sense, yeah.
Because like you need, mana, and he's just gonna mana burn you, and then your hero's not gonna do much. Like a Naga doesn't care about having much mana because she's shooting frozen arrows all the time.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a counter, and also she slows down the demon really well when he comes in. But that was an illusion. Okay.
Makes sense, yeah. Okay. Does it change with Naga in play? Does it change at all how many sorcerers I want to play?
No. The composition is pretty much always the same.
Okay.
Here, I'm actually a little bit surprised he didn't try to fight more with footies. I guess he was healing them, but I think a good thing he could have done, maybe even better than what he did, is like get defend earlier, and then go there with footmen and fight. Okay. And even if he lost the footmen, as long as he trades a little bit, it would be okay. But
okay.
He kept them alive. Maybe for like, also they give some creeping potential now. Although there is like almost no camp. But he's going to go double priest, then he's going to add sorceresses, and then he's going to go into breakers. And again, the goal here, like you really want to have the fight. You want to avoid the fight at this stage in the game because you're building up your army. Like you still have a lot of gold you need to spend.
Yeah.
He has 1k behind this. So your goal is to rush to 80 if you can. Once you have 80, then you can fight. So now, even if he was to get attacked, he will let his buildings die up until he gets more units.
Okay. Yeah.
He grabbed the scroll. He has a staff. Like there's nothing that can prevent a staff. Usually from elf that would be entangled, but there's no keeper. So worst case scenario, you still can staff. And then, usually at this stage, you want to make a lot of farms in advance so that you can be out of 80. You see now he's out of 62, but he queued 2 farms.
Yep.
He's going to go straight to 80. He's doing 3 sorceress. Then I'm guessing breaker production will start next. And then you see he was trying to be super active with the Archmage, while I think ideally he wanted to creep the Blood Mage, but that's where this elf is really good. The elf crept everything that was near. Like he crept the middle. So the human has nothing left. Really, this is the only camp he can go for, which usually the elf will try to attack you when you go for it.
Okay.
So actually, what the elf did this game is quite brilliant. Like he used this 1 base deficit by being very proactive, like his tech advantage, being very proactive and creeping a lot. So that's his kind of his own way to reach as close to 80 as possible. Like you see, the human is almost on 80, the elf is on 61. It's like not that big a gap.
Yeah.
So here they fight. Usually, when you have Expo Human, it's kind of like universal, but probably more so against Elf, I'd say. When the opponent crosses the halfway of the map, so let's imagine there is a line going from here to here, you always send Militia, assuming you have enough lumber, and here he has 800. So now basically he's going to send all of this.
Okay.
And the goal of these guys will be to do damage, tank damage, and then if you lose them, you don't care because you still have those, and you have those are enough to have enough lumber for the rest of the game.
Yeah, okay. And here, did you? I felt like his micro was very bad of the human.
Yeah, I think it's more the positioning. The positioning to start this fight was not great. The militia was late.
Because I would kite to the right here, like I would use the space more to the right.
It's a bit hard. I mean, like this is like against a really good elf that engage well. It probably feels like against dryads you can't kite that well.
Okay. This looks, this looks so much better. But yeah, maybe I misjudged.
The elf, you mean?
No, like now the fight looked better. I thought in the front to back with the humans, the footies in the front. But maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. Like the footman went there, but yeah, now when the elf staffed back the demon, he had to get out, and now the elf can easily get this, this, and this, and then he could technically mine out his main and then walk it to the expo and take it. So it's still gonna be 80 against 80. That's kind of like what you don't want usually against elf. Okay. You want to get your own 80 while they have 60, and you want to be 4-3. Like this game, the elf did really good, like kind of denying all that from the human.
Okay.
So yeah, usually you get +1 at least on rifles, then you can start upgrading breakers for armor. Then if there is a lot of bears, you can retrain. We're almost getting to the point where like there is really starting to be a lot of bears. Yeah, he did retrain just now. Yeah, his goal should be to fight like in a tight choke. Like let's say if he was to fight here, that'd be amazing because the blizzards would land perfectly on all the bears. And he should make sure he sends militia properly this time. So here, always make sure before the fight you activate slow if it was off. He messed it up. Yeah, the footies were late again. What? He messed up. And like so, one of the most important things in those fights is your usage of heal scrolls, because you can pull back whatever units taking damage at the front, and then you pull them back, pull them back, pull them back. And then ideally you want to have, I want to say like 4 to 10 units with these hit points. And that's when you use the scroll. And then you get max value because all these units get their hit points.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, here that was really good value. And then in the fights here, in all those type of fights, actually even the replay you were watching earlier, I think most people, they try to, I almost want to say, it's going to sound wrong, but micro too much in that they're trying to target fire specific units when really they should just be attack moving. Because when you target specific units, the pathing in this game, like the units are very, very stupid. They block each other. They don't do the max damage. Whereas if you do attack move, everything is attacking constantly. Everything is doing its job perfectly. So you really just want to attack move and make sure you have a decent concave and positioning. And then you pull back the low HP units. And then obviously you use the spells from your 2 heroes. And then that's it. Time some scrolls and you're good. But don't try to like be like, oh, this bear is low, I need to attack it. No, that's when your units are going to block each other. Maybe he's even going to staff it or pull it back. And then your army is going to run inside of his, which is the last thing you want.
No coca. Makes sense, yeah.
Pulling it back, it's okay. I think he messed up the hotkey here. This was supposed to come as militia, but this is there.
Okay, he's trying to surround. Cute.
Yeah. I think the elves did almost like the best possible job at like taking advantage of the way he can play on this map with fast tier 3 and no expo. And then I think he's still gonna lose, which is crazy. Like in a lot of games, you're gonna do much better than this position-wise. Okay, maybe he's not gonna win. I don't know. Kind of looks bad for the human now.
Do you think militia would have been the difference maker here?
I think militia would have helped a lot, and also he engages like really fast. Like you can just wait until militia gets there. These guys help so much, and it's very good for elf. Obviously, there is a fountain because he's just healing for free all the time. He just has this to fall back on because he's tier 3. His units have more hit points. The bears, just to make sure he grabs the scroll. Yeah, scrolls is like the best thing when you play this army. You always need to have at least 1, maybe sometimes 2. Now the elf like has won some fights, so he feels confident, and that's kind of the danger zone for him because he's moved across the map. So now militia is gonna come and it's gonna last a very long time. So that's when sometimes you can come back in games. Just play more defensive if you're behind. Camp a lot more.
Okay.
Try to wait to let your opponent make a mistake.
What is the skill point distribution for Blood Mage?
He goes Siphon to siphon the demon and the Naga, and then he goes Banish. So he can banish the demon out of the fight, so he's not attacking. And
There's
then he
2
forces
times
an Avalanche.
Siphon? On
Yeah,
3?
I'm guessing he went Siphon level 2, yeah. See how fast he takes the mana away.
What the fuck?
Kind of pointless to chase, he has the staff anyway. I guess he's trying to force staff before the fight. Yeah, the elf correctly recognized he should not be this far out on the map, so he went back home.
Okay. Can Banish cancel the port?
No. Otherwise, the demon would not have been there. The human has nothing that can stop the staff in this game. It will be like Storm Bolts usually is the main one that can.
Okay.
It's kind of the same for elf. Like he has nothing that can cancel the staff, so that's why sometimes you can run around like this with a staff and kill stuff and then staff back. But in this game, the plan is like they're gonna mine out maybe, and then they're gonna fight. Like he will, I'm guessing, move his main eventually. Trying to grab one more scroll. He reacts a little slow here. I wonder if Humans wins this, because he made a lot of mistakes, and he still feels like he might be able to win. I think if I did play Blood Mage, I probably would want to play Flame Strike against this, instead of Banish.
Okay.
You see, like the defensive position that he was in, like Elf came in, and then he took a lot of damage on low units here already.
Yeah,
he has only one scroll. How about the Militia? Okay, there it is. And then now the Blizzard is really starting to connect. Look at Militia. Going ham. And they tanked the Fort Lightning from the Naga. One more scroll would be amazing. And he keeps taking the demon out of the fight. He drains the mana from the bear, which is also, it will prevent him from healing properly. I mean, yes, he can use the fountain, but that's it. So he actually wins this.
Jesus.
He's so far behind. Yeah, the camping, I think Elf overextended. And mind you, that's one of the best elves in the world.
Damn.
I don't think Elf should ever attack here. I think he should mine out his main and then move to the top left.
Okay.
That gives you an idea of like, you know, how to execute the expo, what units to go for exactly, and what timing you're trying to use, like when to play defensive, when to play aggressive.
Yep. The Banish was nasty.
Yeah, it's good. I prefer to have more damage personally, but yeah, I can see how Banish can be good as well. Cherto wrote in the chat, what do you think? ToD, what do you think? Would fragmentation shard mortars be worth it at this point? The problem with that is like, yes, on paper, you know, you see dryads, you think, oh, I want to get frag shards and like blow up the dryads, and on paper that sounds good, but then you have to go castle. And if you go castle, then you're giving the elf a lot more time to maybe take 1 expo, 2 expo. He can go chimps, he can go fairy dragons. Like the game becomes completely different. Kind of like not how human against elf works. Human against elf works like you take tier, you go tier 2 and then you make a lot of units and then you fight. That's pretty much it.
No,
Any question?
No, crystal clear. Yeah, crystal clear.
Okay, if you have any replay or any question in the future, like send it to me on Discord and then I'll answer whenever I can.
Okay, happily, yeah. Thank you very much. I feel now I've gotten help from so many great people. If I don't win in the tournament now, I feel like it's gonna be bad.
No pressure, just have fun with it.
Okay. I appreciate that.
All right, talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for your time. All the best, and also a big fan. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good night.